Chicago for the first time. You can call me Bo. Anyways, you know, I like to talk about Avon. I like to dance a little bit. I like to move around. I suggest you do too, because why not? You know what I mean? I don't know, why not? I mean, I don't necessarily believe YOLO, but I mean, what if it is YOLO? What if? You know, why don't you be glad that you moved around in that body. Move that body, baby. Move around in that body, baby. Build. Okay, anyways, I'm going, this is getting silly. Anyways, about a year and 4 months ago, I joined Avon, and I wanted to just see what it was like, because in the late 80s through the late 90s, off and on for 10 years, but off and on, not necessarily always working in those industries, but I had a lot of jobs in the industry. I started off working in Ultima 2 cosmetics. Then after that, I worked in women's fragrances. Then I moved to a different area. I moved to the Los Angeles area from Orange County, and I worked, I was a counter manager, a women's counter manager for women's fragrances. And then after that, I worked directly for Oscar de la Renta fragrances as a what we called a promotional rep. And so I went around to different stores promoting Oscar de la Renta and some other of the fragrances that particular distributor represented, but mostly Oscar de la Renta, which I loved. And then after that, I did the same thing for Guerlain, but I worked directly for Guerlain. And that was so amazing, such a great learning experience for me. And then I left and I did a bunch of other things. And then when I returned to the industry, I returned through men's fragrance, which was great because I hadn't had a chance to really study men's fragrance, and I loved that. And then they offered me the job for as the Dior cosmetics and fragrances counter manager. And I accepted that because I was like, oh my gosh, I've always loved Christian Dior products, you know, and they did not disappoint. It was fantastic. But I mean, you know, you like and dislike products for any company that you know. And when you work for the company, you know, you're not going to like everything no matter what you say. That just means it's not necessarily for you. So anyways, that brings me to now. And I was thinking, well, you know, I really want to really go get deep into some company that I can, you know, really explore, but that I can afford, because I'm not, you know, I'm not making money off this channel. Yet. I might eventually, but I have a limited budget, and I can't really afford to buy all of the things that, there's a lot of great, I partnered with a vegan company, cosmetics and skincare, with my other channel, Talk to the Hand Reviews. Please do check it out, where I talk a lot about like a lot of the old classic fragrances and stuff, but not Avon that much. I don't feel like they like Avon that much. You know, I think people who like Avon really like Avon, and I think I'm one of the people who really likes Avon, because I looked around and I was like, what have I not really experienced? I mean, okay, I worked in the industry in all those different capacities. Plus, you know, I was a teenager like all the rest of us. I bought the Wet n Wild, the CoverGirl, the L'Oreal, the Revlon. I was there too. I mean, I was up in the Estee Lauder. I was in the Elizabeth Arden. And plus I was up there and I had my face right up in all of the cosmetics and fragrances. And, you know, I love it all, but you know, nowadays, things are not necessarily cruelty free. And for me, that's really important. If I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to offer it as myself as a portal to sell the product, I really need it to be cruelty free. And for me, honestly, it's kind of got to also be affordable. Let's do some shoulder work. Come on, work your shoulders. I had a shoulder replacement last year. I got it's metal in here, like I'm bionic. Okay. Anyways, my other channel is like this. I'm pretty goofy there too. It's just that you know, people don't want to hear about Avon over there. So I'm hoping to get people to talk about Avon too, because I'm very enthusiastic about Avon. I've had a really fun time getting to know their products in the last year and 4 months. I bought a ton of stuff. And, you know, I think I really like it. And they are cruelty free. So I feel like no matter what I'm buying from them, I know no creature was tortured for it. You know, that's what they're telling me. And they have a vegan line too. Now, unfortunately, they discontinued the vegan, cream that I fell in love with. It was called Bakuchiel cream. And oh my gosh, it was fantastic. It fulfilled all my wishes. It was really, really great. But I guess maybe, you know what? It won a Best of K-Beauty award. I have no idea why they took it away from us, but they did. And I don't think they've really replaced it yet. So meanwhile, I'm using some other Avon creams, and I'm trying a lot of creams, even those that aren't right for my skin type, because I got them at a deal, and this way I really get to familiarize myself with a lot of stuff, you know, and it's fun for me. It's thrilling. It's thrilling. So now, for the reason that this video is here, you got lured in to listen to my little speech. But I do just want to tell you something really fun that I believe I alone discovered. And I know it sounds silly. However, here's the story. I went to Bath and Body Works, right? I was like, oh, on a mission. Like, I'm going to find out what these Bath and Body Works dupes of these other expensive fragrances supposedly are like, you know? I just wanted to know, like, I'm not necessarily going to ever buy, you know, like some of these fragrances, like Delina, for instance, but I'd like to know kind of what it smells like. And Emma over at Perfumerism gave it the chef's kiss that it smells that much like Delina. So if she said that, I trust, and Fragrantica readers said that too, right? So I did get that one. It was called Covered in Roses. I do really, really like it. I'm wearing it a lot. But we're not talking about that one today. We're talking about something else. That while I was there, I picked up this one called Infinite Radiance. And, you know, I was kind of nose blind at the time. I was just trying to pick up a bunch because I had a deal. Right? And I was like, okay, yeah, I sprayed. I was like, okay, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, yeah, sure. But I really wanted this one because the general consensus on this one is that it is an extremely close dupe to Parfums de Marly Valaya, right? And I thought that this fragrance, I was like, yeah, that's really nice. I can see how people like it. But when I got it home and I was playing around with this, spraying it around a lot, because I like that you can do with this, spray them everywhere. I was like, wait a minute. This smells like something I recognize, and I don't know what it is. What is it? What is it? And I just couldn't tell. And then it came to me. This smells like almost exactly like an Avon fragrance called Haiku Sunrise. Like, I mean, this is so similar to the Bath and Body Works Infinite Radiance that everyone says is like exactly like Parfums de Marly Valaya, which is an, you know, it's a luxury priced fragrance. This is slightly different to my nose. This is a little more floral. This is a little more of a sharp, there's a little more of a sharp citrus in there, like a quince or something, you know. But there's the unifying factor, whatever it is that they did, it's the same kind of thing. Like the same kind of DNA, like they're cut from the same cloth. They're very, very similar. So this Haiku Sunrise, I feel like I'm kind of one of the only people to make that connection. And it's really not through having tried Valaya myself, but I trust these people's judgment when they say that it smells, that this one smells a lot like Valaya. I think not enough people know this fragrance, Haiku Sunrise, enough to realize that. But I think if you want to try Valaya from Parfums de Marly, You could go the Bath & Body Works route and try that one. But if you like Avon, you want to try Avon, you're looking for a fragrance to try, you can try this one, Avon Haiku Sunrise. And the thing about it is it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite Avon fragrance by far. But it smells really nice. It smells really fresh. It's an excellent signature fragrance, any time of day or night fragrance. Mostly day, I think, because of its freshness. They say that this is a gender-neutral fragrance. And the most important thing I want you to know about this is kind of weird. My husband smells me wearing different fragrances all the time, right? Rarely does he say, oh, I like that, that's nice. He just knows I've always got a fragrance on. There's nothing that really stands out that much to him, not that often. He knows Baccarat Rouge 540. He knows that one. But when I spray this one on, he always knows it. He always comments on it. So, I mean, I don't know what that's worth to you, but it gets even better. I gotta tell you this too. Is it a coincidence, y'all? Is it a coincidence, my lovelies, that I sprayed this on and my husband also complimented me on it? In a sea of no compliments of being a perfume collector. I mean, he's really sweet and he's very complimentary. But like a lot of times I'll spray something on, Twinny sprays something, and we'll get in the car and he won't smell it at all. These, he only needs me to spray them, like I only spray them a little bit and he comments on it. Both of these, separate times. He didn't know. He didn't know. So, you know, I feel like I really wanted to share those things with you, knowing that probably if you're here you like Avon, and I do too. So thanks so much for listening to me explain why it is that I wanted to start this Avon channel. I really like Avon. I feel like what's uncharted territory for me? It's Avon, and I'm here for it. And most of what I've seen in the last year and 4 months, it just makes me want to learn more. So please keep watching my channel. I'm going to try to do a video every week, and then I'm also going to try to do videos where when a new catalog comes in, I'm going to try to look through it and tell you what I think is a good deal that you might want to take advantage of. Because I am here for the deals. Like, you know, I mean, Avon, they've got deals and it's fun for me. You know, I'm older now. I'm at an age where I just want to, I love catalogs. I love to see what kinds of things they have. You know, and the makeup is really good. I've tried a lot of Avon products so far. And, you know, I've loved more than I haven't loved. So I'm going to be here, and if you like to talk about Avon, please leave any Avon comments below. And another thing I do want to tell you guys, if you're an Avon rep, no, they want to say ambassador. I don't really like to adhere to what people want me to call myself. But I do want to say, if you are an Avon ambassador, salesperson, rep, whatever, please, this is a place for you. If you want to connect with people closer to you, go ahead and leave your information down below. I have no problem whatsoever with you doing that. I really want to spread Avon because Avon is cruelty-free. And they've got so much great stuff, and it's really fun. I really enjoy it, and I don't see any cult to it. To be honest with you, I don't see any cult. I don't know. I just feel like, what's the cult that like the department store or you know, Sephora or whatever the drugstore didn't get that money that like some Avon salesperson did? Because you can't tell me, you know, it's not good. It's K-beauty, and I think that's really cutting edge. You know, so, and then you've got all this, you know, history and all these great classic fragrances that they keep, but they always bring new stuff in. They keep it new, but they've always got those classic things. And I've really been enjoying it. And so thank you very much. And please, right now, you know, I don't usually like to ask people to subscribe because I feel like, well, they'll know. I don't like for people to beg me to subscribe. But if you like Avon and you want to help Avon grow and continue to stay in business, I feel like you'd be doing a good idea to go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to talk about as much of their stuff as I can with an emphasis on fragrance. So thank you for listening to me talk about the differences, the similarities in these fragrances. And please leave a comment below if you want to. If you like Avon, you don't like Avon, you know this fragrance, you don't, whatever. Anyways, I appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.